Most of us in the audience are folks who probably understand their customers pretty well, understand their products really well, and one way or another have hacked their way to a couple million in revenue, right? My general belief is you get to a couple million in revenue a variety of different ways to initial traction, and then you pretty much scale very similar ways at a given ACV, right? So most folks will get to that 2 million, and they'll be desperate to hire a VP of marketing, head of whatever title you want to put on it, because they need someone to own this thing and help get that thing from 1 to 10 or 2 to 10, right? So sensitive to your point of not giving away the title and the whole thing too early. But when I go to make that hire, what trade-off should I make, right? Because I can't get everybody, right? One trade-off is hire the younger kid that you're talking about, or what? Because I can't have the full package. What should I give on, and what should I insist on?
I think a part of it, as you're getting at, is to what degree does the CEO need to take a hat off?
Maybe, yes,
right?
yeah.
You know, because essentially, until you hire this VP of marketing, the CEO is the acting VP of marketing, which means a portion of his or her job is overseeing these people who are doing the content or whatever. My point is, I generally think that's a good thing when you're small, but a CEO also has other responsibilities, right? And so, arguably, the time when you sort of say, I need to hire that VP marketing, is when the CEO needs to be doing other things more than anything else.
Yep.
And then, all right, so you're going to do it. You're going to pull the trigger and...
I need the help, right? I raised that. Venture capital is a little easier today than when it was back for your Series A. So I've got the money, right?
So, as we said, you're not going to get the unicorn, right? You need to kind of hire, probably somebody who's going to be the right person for your stage, whatever that stage happens to be. If it is that 2 to 10, probably, as you I think are biased to, it is going to be more likely that demand-oriented person, just because at that point in time when you're describing, that's the thing that most companies are going to need. I would really, though, think more than anything else, though, about hiring somebody who is kind of, I like to sort of say, naturally athletic about marketing. And I firmly believe that marketing's changed more in the last 5 years than in the 100 before that. And there's new technologies and new channels and new ways of going to market. And I grew up, in marketing and like really good at SEO and those types of things, right? And today SEO is totally different than what I learned.
Yep, for sure.
In terms of how you do it. And so I think the most important factor is somebody who's going to be able to stay on top and abreast of all the changes, right? And who's going to learn new things and be able to incorporate new technologies, new ideas. And that isn't experience. That's kind of DNA. That's intelligence. That's adaptability. That's openness.
Yep.
To trying things. So those are the main things I would be looking for and screening for, even more than, okay, they've done it at a company similar to mine at a similar ACV in a similar industry or something.